What is good, y'all? My name is Ben Dunn and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new to the channel, feel free to hit the subscribe button. Nothing changes after you hit that button. The earth still revolves around the sun and there's still absolutely zero chance that you're the only guy she's talking to. Stay safe out there, kings, and enjoy the video. Sorry for the little 3-day hiatus. I just wanted to get the creative juices flowing, you know. Sometimes you need a little break. Even 3 days for a YouTube channel that vlogs, it's not that big of a break, but you know, I'm not every YouTube channel that vlogs. I post like a maniac, especially now. I probably can't say that lifetime, but like when I'm on, and we're staying on. Been in the works with a couple things behind the scenes. There are some Code Ben Dunns in the making. Just gonna leave it at that. We're making some moves. In the 3 days I was off, I wasn't completely off social media though. I posted a lot of YouTube shorts and I've been posting TikToks because I basically make the video on TikTok and then copy and paste it to YouTube shorts. So whether you're on TikTok or YouTube shorts, you're seeing pretty much the same content. Hopefully this will bring more of my TikTok followers to YouTube once more, because right now we need it. Time's ticking. I'm not getting any younger. Gotta get my money up and my funny up while I'm getting my money up and move somewhere nice. Topic of today's video: does THC affect your lifting? How much does it affect your lifting? Is it a PED? Is it not a PED? Should it be banned in the NFL and shit? If you've been watching my YouTube shorts and my TikToks, I did start a little experiment where I'm trying to find the perfect dose of THC pre-workout where you're utilizing the mind-muscle connection benefits. If you guys have ever worked out high, you know, you feel every muscle fiber. The pump's really good. Like the lift just feels better. You have a higher pain tolerance, so you can usually bang out a few more reps when you feel like you can't. And I just feel like I experience more tension in general on the muscles when I have a little bit of the good stuff in me. So it did take a few hits before I'm about to hit a push day, shoulder focused, but I think we're gonna start off with bench just to test our strength, because the last time we benched high, it wasn't the best. I mean, the weight felt really good coming up and down. It just wasn't as much weight as I wanted it to be. I did 225 for 6, and looking back at the video, I probably could have banged out 7 or 8, but still not as strong as I'm used to being. Even though I don't normally flat bench, I just use that kind of to test my strength. All time, my flat bench PR right now is 295. Could probably hit 315 sometime soon. I need the good barbell, because if you guys go to commercial gyms, there's always one good barbell in every shitty ass commercial gym. But we're getting out of this place soon. We have a new gym coming. They're building a Fusion basically right next to the Crunch that I go to. So whenever that opens, I'll be going to Fusion, which, if you're not familiar with it, is an electric gym. But anyways, there's always that one good barbell and the rest are just like really thick. The gnarling's bullshit. It feels like it adds 25 pounds to your lift. There's one good barbell and then the rest are shit. When I'm using the good barbell versus the shitty ones, on any given day, I can put up like 20 pounds more. It's insane. But without further ado, let's get in there and push some weight around. This massive titty pump goes out to all my blonde girls out there. This one's for you. This time I used sativa instead of indica because I had it mixed up. In the comments, everyone flamed me that I was mixing up indica and sativa. I thought that sativa was the sleepy one and indica was like the energy one, but it's the other way around. Someone said indica is like in the couch. I did feel a lot stronger than the last chest day that I tried this on. I got 225 for 11. I think the last time it was 6, even though both of them I probably could have gotten another. I just stopped it early because I didn't want to injure myself. I don't like maxing out on bench. Now, for the question that you're all waiting for, do I believe that THC is a PED or should it be considered a PED? Let's dive into the literature. There was a time when the NHL, NFL, NBA, and MLB all listed cannabis as a banned substance, but not necessarily because of its performance-enhancing benefits, because there have been no studies to clinically prove that there is a inherent performance benefit due to intaking the substance. It could kind of go either way or in the middle depending on the person. For example, let's say I die and I'm sent to purgatory, and my purgatory is me and Josh Gordon alone with God on a football field. I know this is going to be a crazy reference. I don't know how I thought of this. Me and Josh Gordon on a football field with God. Fuck it, let's just say it's Gillette Stadium, because he had that little short stunt for the Patriots. So me and Josh Gordon, Gillette Stadium with God. And let's say fucking Josh Norman is defending him. If I complete the pass to Josh Gordon, I go to heaven. But if I don't, then I go to hell. Now that I think about this, with Josh Norman defending him, I'm going straight to hell. But anyways, I'll continue. I get to decide whether Josh Gordon is baked or if he's sober. I think I'm taking Josh Gordon baked catching that ball just because of how high his tolerance is. If he's sober, there probably is no such thing for sober Josh Gordon. It would just be straight up withdrawals. So, yeah, for a player like that, I feel like that it's performance enhancing for him just because of how he used it to cope with stress and shit. Josh Gordon was kind of like the poster child of getting suspended for cannabis use, because he would get suspended 3 times a year. He would get off suspension, have one 200-yard receiving game, and then the next game get popped for another drug test. But fast forward to today, with the laws changing, it's legal in most of the states, 101 out of 123 teams playing states where it's legal. So I'm going to read individually the rule changes for each league. So for the NHL, players are drug tested for cannabis but not fined or suspended for testing positive. If the test reveals THC levels which are considered abnormally high, the matter is treated as a health concern similar to alcoholism. I feel like that would basically mean don't piss in the cup while you're high. Wait to come down a little bit. Major League Baseball removed marijuana from its list of banned substances in December of 2019, but players were warned that they may still face consequences if they appear to be under the influence at games, practices, meetings, etc. The league also maintains its right to punish players for breaking existing cannabis laws regarding possession and distribution. So don't sell drugs and don't walk up to the plate fucking fried. That's hilarious. The NFL has agreed to cease the suspension of players who have tested positive for THC. Good for the NFL. The NBA formerly subjected players to 4 random drug tests per year with hefty penalties for positive tests. This policy was first suspended amid the coronavirus pandemic and will continue to be suspended in the 2020 to 2021 season. Many believe this change will become permanent. Again, good for the NBA. A little late to the bus, but they still made it. Now, this is interesting. In a 2018 interview, former tight end Martellus Bennett estimated that up to 89% of current NFL players use cannabis. The problem, in my opinion, with cannabis being a flag on a drug test is I've seen this firsthand with a lot of college students. They get their internship or they're applying for an internship and there's a drug test. And the thing with THC is that it stays in your system for a minute. But there are other harder drugs that are in and out of your system a lot quicker. And when someone who, let's say they smoke almost every night to go to sleep and relieve some stress after a hard day of schoolwork, and they can no longer smoke because of the drug test, and then they're up all night thinking, fuck, I can't fall asleep, because if you've ever gone high before bed and basically relied on it for weeks on end, and then you don't do it one day, it's really hard to fall asleep. These people may turn to something like Xanax, which has a half-life of, I believe, 3.5 or 4 days, in and out of a drug test very quick. But it's a lot worse for your health and turns you into an actual potato. A ton of bodybuilders utilize THC, especially in the bulking phase, for the increase in appetite. And then during a cutting phase, I feel like a lot of them don't smoke during the day because of the increase in appetite, and then switch to only utilizing it at night to fall asleep, because when you're lean as fuck, it is really hard to fall asleep by natural means. And again, something like cannabis, which makes you very tired and helps induce sleep, is a much better health alternative to something like an Ambien, which also induces sleep. I'm glad that the stigma is simmering down quite a lot, especially in the fitness industry, where we're all about health. Well, not all of us. We're definitely all about the outside health, our aesthetic health. But the inside of our body matters too, because if the inside of our body fails on us, so does the outside. There's a 2-hour-long Andrew Huberman podcast all about the effects of marijuana. It's basically the most comprehensive video you could possibly watch on this very interesting and unique plant with a plethora of various benefits and psychoactive effects. For those of you who rely on your balls for your test and not a needle, there have been some concerns about the effects of testosterone in relation to marijuana use. The study that I referred to was published in 2017, and it found no difference in the serum testosterone levels of non-users versus everyday users. The only difference that they found was an inverse relationship between testosterone and marijuana use in relation to the frequency, not the frequency of use, the recency of use, not the frequency. Serum testosterone concentrations were higher in men with more recent marijuana use. Studies are needed to determine the extent to which circulating testosterone concentrations mediate the relationship of marijuana use with male reproductive outcomes. Basically, your testosterone is regulated based on a diurnal rhythm if you're a natural. So every day it goes up and down, but there is an average. For someone who is on exogenous testosterone, assuming that they're dosing it frequently enough, it is stable blood serum levels. If you go to the doctor and you get your testosterone levels checked and it says 800 nanograms per deciliter, that does not mean that you're 800 every second of the day. You might be 1,000 at one point, you might be 400 at one point. It goes up and down. If you get drunk the night before and you're hungover in the morning, your testosterone is lower, and then it will shoot back up, assuming you continue drinking. Most of the studies related to marijuana use and working out are fairly inconclusive. I believe that's because it's very dependent on the individual, and it's almost like trying to compare taking melatonin before bed, some sort of sleeping pill, or even like an anti-anxiety compound, such as like an antidepressant. It's not like alcohol. It doesn't have calories. It doesn't have its own chemical pathway that inhibits muscle protein synthesis. It's pretty like separate from lifting. One thing I would be concerned about, especially for someone who is naturally large, someone who bulks up easily but has trouble cutting, you will probably get the munchies, and eat your face off. Stay away from the McDonald's. Stay away from all the shit. Eat like a Greek god. If you want to smoke before bed to get a better night's sleep and you're really hungry and you want one last meal before bed, have a massive salad with some low-calorie dressing, some chicken breast, maybe a little bit of rice in there, a bowl of berries. Eat like a Greek god. Don't eat like dog shit. It's very easy if you're fried at night trying to get to sleep and you're hungry as shit and you're like, fuck, I just need like one sweet thing and I'll be able to go to bed. That's why they invented stuff like Halo Top ice cream. Something that's like really sweet. It's all this artificial shit if you really have that sweet tooth right before bed, and it's not something that you should eat like every day, but if you have that sweet tooth right before bed and it's gonna help you stay focused on your diet and not crave ice cream, then I feel like that's a really good option. It might be $5 a pint, but it's better than gaining 5 pounds of fat, you know? Alright, that's gonna do it for the video today. I hope you guys learned something. Have a great day. Like and subscribe for the algorithm, please. And peace.